god, and then she jumps back off. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, Ham fam. I hope everyone had a fantastic week. I'm back with some more Overwatch 2 content. Today we're going to be talking about Lifeweaver, the good, the bad, and the ugly. First off, we're going to start with the good because we're at glass half full type of people, right? And I might have made a video about 2 weeks ago saying how good this character is and don't buy in the narrative that he's bad. And I might need to redeem myself a little, guys. Yes, he is a good character. I think in the right team and the right maps he is, especially if you're doing defense, but there's work. I'll put it this way, there's work to be done. So first off, I think he's the most fun support to play with right now, just utilizing everything in his kit. He is a little bit of a heal bot, but he's fresh. It's something new. I'll probably be saying the same thing about the new support hero that comes out in season 6, as long as it's not like a Mora, because I can't stand heroes like Mora that don't require much aiming and don't require that much skill to use. So yeah, I said it. Put it on record, guys. I hate Mora. Anyways, I have fun with him, especially like working if I'm playing with people I know or even just meeting friends on the game. Especially with my tank, like I get a Reinhardt, put him on a pedal platform. Very beginning of the map, we send him in. He dives in. Hopefully, he gets 1 or 2 squishies with his dive. I can yank him back with my life pull. So I'm having fun learning all the things with him. I think they did a great with his hero design as well in regards to like the artwork to him and his kit, his stats and everything. We can talk about that a little later. But yeah, his aiming, you can see right here, you don't have to really aim with him, at least when you're healing. As long as your crosshairs are somewhere in the general vicinity to who you're trying to hit, it's going to go to them. He also has a great distance on him. Kind of reminds me of like an Ana and a Baptiste, even though they are better at healing a lot faster. He kind of lets you do it while paying attention to other things. And what I mean by that, like if you're in a close brawl like this, you can kind of keep your eye out and look around. Okay, what's happening? Who's flanking? You don't have to just focus on healing like Ana does. Like she has to have her crosshairs on her teammates. Yeah, you can still look around. I'm not saying you can't, but you still have to put majority of your focus into hitting your own teammates. Baptiste does have the area of healing, but still you still have to get in the general vicinity. Lifeweaver, not as much. His damage, his life, or his volley thorns, aiming's not bad on them. The projectile speed is pretty quick. It does have a bloom on it, but they tightened that up with the last patch. I think it's not too bad. Again, I think the artwork on it's pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of the Needler from Halo series, just not with the damage that comes from it. You can see right there, he is a reposition master. Zarya did her ultimate. I'm able to life pull him out. I think everyone knows that by now. His life pull is one of like the coolest things about him. But he also has his, elevator with his lily pad or his flower pad. You could use it to block sections off. I should have tried to do it right there if I had it. You could do it to reposition your team, either yourself up higher, reposition your team up higher. We could talk about if people actually use it like they're supposed to, because that's his downfall, but the idea behind it I think was pretty cool. He's also the first support with like a big visual save. Yeah, you have Kiriko with the Suzu. If your team's ultimate's about to go off, you can throw it down, or if your team's about to get killed, you can throw it down, type of thing. Ana has a nano boost. You can generally use that. If someone's about to die, you nano boost them. But that right there, that soldier, and everyone playing the game that could visually see that just saw I saved his life. And yeah, it's kind of a silly thing to like, but it's cool, especially as a support player, because supports, all we do is heal, help reposition, and we get a kill every now and then, but it's like never a crazy kill. It's usually someone assisting us. Kiriko kind of has the 2-shot headshot potential, which can be cool, especially if you get played the game with it. But when it comes to like repositioning and saving your team, this would be the first one that actually has it. And finally, he kind of lets you be a little bit more aggressive and not him himself, because you don't want to get in the front line with Lifeweaver at all. But unless Kiriko does her ultimate, then it's kind of cool because his thorns are like a machine gun. Anyways, he lets your team get more aggressive. They can kind of overextend because you can pull them back. Lets your tank kind of get better positioning sometimes, or attempt to get better positioning, and he has that free get out of jail card. That's always on. It's 20-second cooldown instead of like the nano boost, which is just the ultimate from Ana, or the mortality field, which yeah you could use, but then you know all they got to do is shoot it, and you're still in the same position. You know, you're stuck in that same area. So that's all I have for the good guys. I'm enjoying this character. I'm not saying I don't like him. I still stand by what I say. I think he's definitely one of the better supports. You just have to know how to play with him. But with that being said, time to go to the dark side. Let's get to the bad and the ugly. So you can see in that last map, the reason I wanted to kind of do this setup, I had two different setups. The last map had some good gameplay because it was on defense. That was the perfect situation to have a Lifeweaver. This is Capture Point. Not at all a Lifeweaver map. First of all, Lijiang Tower, not a Lifeweaver map. And then second of all, not because there's no high ground to put anyone up. And then not the type of game you want to be a Lifeweaver, because everyone kind of comes from every direction. It's not linear, kind of like how Escort is. So you don't have like a safe place to sit back because you're so easily attacked. And that's the thing with Lifeweaver, you can't carry with them. Everything, it's kind of like Lucio, and don't get me wrong, Lucio, you kind of can carry with him, unless, like, if you're really good, but you're not doing anything super game-changing, you know, adding, like, game-changing value, either with your Discord Orb, like Zenyatta, or the Poison, or the Sleep Dart, or if you're a Brig, you know, protecting your other support. I mean, you can with, as a Lifeweaver, I've kind of noticed Zen and him go well, because you can get him to the high ground, but still, you're still not... I don't feel like I'm changing the game besides making cool plays, pulling my teammates out. He has a horrible damage output. If anyone starts to flank you and you're on your own, you better get your pedal down and get up in the air, and you better hope they don't have a Sombra to take it down, or, you know, they can get up as well, because you're not going to win. Almost 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to win a fight against either a damage or, heck, even another support. They're going to whoop you. At least Ana has her Sleep Dart to get away. Brig has her shield, and she's actually a pretty good brawler. Zen Discord, 3 shots with Zen, you're dead. So him, you're just shooting your volleys, and you got to hit every one of those, you know, 60 shots. If not, you're screwed. He has a huge hitbox, and this is something I mentioned in my last video that I was concerned about, and it just affirms it even more. Look, Blizzard, you got to either change his hitbox, which I know you say it's going to take a lot of time to do and a lot of money, which you're making loads of money. I don't know why you're not doing it. Or 2, you got to give him more mobility. I know you took away the movement penalty when charging his hill, but he still needs more mobility. He's too big of a dude. He's the biggest support. He's bigger than most damage. He's almost the same size as some tanks, like Zarya, same size as her. So you got to fix that. And you become a hill bot with him. It sucks. That's why it's kind of contradictory when I said, like, oh, he's the most fun character to play, because he is, but at the same time, most of the, unless you're like in Capture Point and you're just, or even attack too, you can kind of get some cool plays in, but besides that, you're mostly just sitting in the back line and pulling people out when they get in trouble and just providing heals the whole time. I know Mercy, people say she's a heal bot, but not really, because she has like crazy movement to be good with her. She can still be in the front line, and she has her damage boost and her reses as well. Life Pull to me is pretty much just a res, not as good res. It's just get out of jail free card, but you can still get hit and killed because he doesn't heal as good. So those are the bads about him, guys. I still think he's a great character and he's fun to play with. I think they just need to touch up some more things. I'll still be using him in comp. But that's kind of the final thing. Everyone hates him in comp, so when you use him, you better hope you're good, because the minute you do one thing wrong, you're going to get hit for it. That's all I got, everyone. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And remember, keep those trolls underneath the bridge. Master Wizard Ham out.